You know, there are only a few attractions left that truly embody the spirit of Walt Disney himself. None quite like the Carousel of Progress. This rotating theater with its audio animatronics and nostalgic optimism has endured for decades across multiple parks, all while sharing one central message. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow. My name is Park Hopper Chris and this is Sunday Ride Showcase, a weekly series where every Sunday I do a deep dive into the history and legacy of iconic attractions from around the world. And today on episode 31 of Sunday Ride Showcase, we're turning the spotlight on one of the most historically significant attractions in theme park history. This is the full story of Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. The story of the Carousel of Progress begins with Walt Disney himself. Walt was obsessed with innovation. He was always looking to the future, whether it was through animation, television, or urban planning. In 1964, Walt was invited to participate in the New York World's Fair. Disney's company was tasked to creating multiple attractions for different sponsors, and one of those was for General Electric. The goal was to create an optimistic showcase of how electricity improved American life over the decades. And so, Progress Land was born, a rotating theater that moved audiences through time, showing a family's home life from the turn of the 20th century to the modern day. It was innovative, charming, and most of all, hopeful. At the World's Fair, Progress Land was a massive hit. Audiences were mesmerized by the smooth rotation of the theater, the lifelike animatronics, and the infectious Sherman Brothers song, "There's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow."
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow's just a dream.
When the attraction debuted, it featured 4 acts, each highlighting a different era, starting with the 1900s, which focused on gas lamps and hand-cranked washing machines, the 1920s, which focused on radio and electric lights, the 1940s, which featured refrigeration and early television, and then the modern day, which then was the 1960s, dishwashers, color TV, and automation. Each act was narrated by the same father figure, showing how life evolved thanks to progress, and especially electricity. After the World's Fair closed, Walt wanted these attractions brought to Disneyland. Progress Land was rebranded as the Carousel of Progress and opened in Tomorrowland in 1967. It retained its rotating format, the same show scenes and song. The attraction was installed in a 2-level building. The show was on the first floor, and the second floor hosted the Progress City model, a prototype of Walt's Epcot concept. That model is still partially visible today in the People Mover at Walt Disney World. In the mid-70s, Disneyland's Tomorrowland was being revamped. Meanwhile, Walt Disney World was expanding and looking for more attractions. So in 1975, the Carousel of Progress was moved across the country to Magic Kingdom's Tomorrowland, where it still operates today. This version introduced a new Sherman Brothers song, "The Best Time of Your Life." It also updated the final scene to reflect more contemporary technology from the 1970s. The Carousel of Progress is a unique theater in the round experience. Guests enter a stationary inner core where 6 stages are arranged in a circle. The audience seating area rotates around these stages, moving in time with the story. Each rotation reveals a new scene, showing the same family as they experience life in the 1900s, 1920s, 1940s, and the present day. The use of audio animatronics, a Disney invention, was groundbreaking. Each character is programmed with synchronized voice, movement, and timed effects. The lighting, props, and music are all controlled in perfect harmony with the rotating theater. The final scene has been updated several times to reflect new decades, especially in the 1980s, 1990s, and early 2000s. The most recent version of the final scene includes voice-activated ovens, virtual reality gaming, and even a few jokes about smart home mishaps. There has long been speculation about whether Disney would ever modernize the show further or replace it altogether, but the status of one of the few remaining Walt Disney original attractions helps protect it. The Carousel of Progress is a living time capsule. It reflects America's relationship with technology, family, and forward thinking. It's also one of the last remaining attractions directly touched by Walt Disney himself. As such, it holds a sacred place in Disney lore. Fans still ride it not just for nostalgia, but as a tribute to Walt's optimism and vision, and also to cool down and rest up after a long, hot day at the park. Despite its age, the show still draws passionate fans, many of whom can recite the theme song by heart. It's an anthem of progress, hope, and imagination. There truly is a great big beautiful tomorrow, and Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress reminds us of that every day. Thanks for watching episode 31 of Sunday Ride Showcase. If you enjoyed this journey through time, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on a new episode. Until next time, I'll see you in the queue.